morning or early afternoon to everybody. We're here with the 14U AA Mid-State Mustangs for our third game of the Western PA State Championship Tournament. We're playing against the South Pittsburgh Rebellion. This is a must-win game for the Mustangs. If we win this game, we'll be headed to the championship game tomorrow at 1. Right now, the Aviators and the Arctic Foxes are playing from the other pool division, and the winner of that game will be going to the championship game. And the last time I checked, I think the Aviators were up 4-0. So it looks like probably the Aviators are headed to the championship game from that side of the bracket. And then this game will determine our side of the bracket. Oh, I guess it's 6-0 now in favor of the Aviators. So the Mustangs won their first game in overtime, won their second game last night, or I guess yesterday afternoon. And this is the third game in pool play. Thank you for everybody who's been tuning in and supporting us during this tournament. We finally have some Saturday hockey, and the stands are much more full today. We had the Thursday evening game and then Friday afternoon game. Although parking here at Delmont has been horrific no matter what time of day or what day of the week it's been. So I can only imagine that today is even worse with as many people that are here in the stands. Lots of games going on all weekend. The 16U Mustangs will play later today for their second game. They came away with an overtime win yesterday. So the Mustangs will be in their white jerseys. The South Pittsburgh Rebellion will be in their red and black jerseys. We're coming to you from a different rink today, so we don't have the netting issue that we've had for the past 2 games, but there is no netting around this glass, so hopefully we won't get any pucks flying at us. So we have about 1:30 left in warm-ups. Again, for those who are just tuning in, this is the 14U AA Mid-State Mustangs against the South Pittsburgh Rebellion for our third game of pool play in the Western PA State Championship Tournament. This is a must-win game, so the winner of this game will be headed to the championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. We've had some great hockey this weekend. All the teams in the top 8 have been very closely matched for the most part. So they've made for some great hockey games, some close hockey games, and lots of excitement. So warm-ups are over. The Mustangs are going to be cleaning up the pucks. So we're going to be playing 16-minute periods, 1.5-minute penalties. So Mustangs just broke their huddle, coming to the bench first. Now the Rebellion are coming to the bench. We're just about at center ice. This rink is a little bit colder than the rink from the other two games, but it's definitely not the coldest rink we've ever been in. So again, for these games, we have 4 refs out there. So Mustangs direct their huddle. Winfield's going to the net on our left. We'll have Wilson, Downey, Bildu, Lugar, and Baker for our starting lineup for the Mustangs. The crowd's pumped up. Mustangs are pumped up, getting ready to play. So we have 16 minutes up on the clock, getting ready for puck drop. Lugar's taking the face off. Lugar comes away with it momentarily, gets it to Baker. Baker to Lugar. Lugar dumps it down to the back wall. The Rebellion wrap it around. Bildu's there to try to keep it in. Leaks out into the neutral zone. Wilson over to Baker. Baker dumps it in after the Mustangs get back on sides. Behind the net, comes around the near boards. The Rebellion get it out into the neutral zone. Poke check by Downey. The Rebellion bring it in. Rebellion with a shot just wide of the net. Centering pass broken up. Bildu comes up with the puck. Bildu through the neutral zone. Bildu with a shot. Goalie sheds it to the left. The Rebellion will pick this up in the corner. Eichfeld is on along with Williams, Kaufman, Knob, and Brooks. Knob sends it back to Brooks on D. Up to Eichfeld in the neutral zone. Eichfeld into the corner. Eichfeld still fighting for this puck along with Williams. Williams comes away with it, tries to get it centered, but it's picked off by the Rebellion. Williams tries to get a shot on net, broken up by the Rebellion. Williams behind the net. Williams still putting pressure along that puck. The Rebellion come away with it, pass it towards the middle. Rebellion with a hard pass into the neutral zone, tips it, so no icing. Brooks will go back to pick it up. The Rebellion send it behind the net and then back up into the corner. The Rebellion pass it to the blue line. Rebellion with a shot, blocked. Rebellion tries to get it in, picked off by Brooks. Brooks brings it in through the neutral zone. Brooks with a dump on net and gloved by the goalie. The goalie will leave it for their player. Rebellion send it down, and that'll be icing. So we have 14-11 left in the first period. We'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. We have Conrad, Wenzel, Zoldi, Downey, and Wilson out for the Mustangs. So Conrad will take this face-off, still sitting on the ref's feet. The Rebellion get it out into the neutral zone. Rebellion with some speed. Rebellion with a shot, saved by Winfield. Rebellion pick it up behind the net, try to center it, bounces off of Wilson's skates. Rebellion have this at the red line, pass it up to the blue line. Rebellion cross-ice pass blocked by Wenzel. Wenzel picks up this puck, sends it around behind the net. I think that was Wilson trying to get to that puck. Wenzel tries to get to that puck, bouncing puck in front of the net. The Rebellion dump it behind. Downey trying to get to that puck. Wenzel picks this up, sends it up to Conrad. That is Conrad. Dumps it down into the corner. So that'll be icing. We'll come back to our defensive zone. 13:25 left in the first period. We'll have Giesman, Moore, wide line, Knob, and Brooks. So Brooks picks up this puck, changes directions, takes it behind the net, sends it around to wide line on the far boards. Wide line dumps it back towards Brooks. Brooks back up towards wide line. Wide line to Giesman. Giesman gets it into the neutral zone. Rebellion pick this off, send it back to the D. D pass into the defensive zone. Knob will go to collect it in the corner. Moore putting pressure along this puck in the corner. Moore coming up with the puck. The puck gets centered to the Rebellion, who dump it to the far corner. Brooks picks up this puck, sends it towards wide line, but it gets redirected. Brooks comes away with it, changes directions again. Brooks surveying, still has a Rebellion on his back. Wide line picks this up, cross ice pass towards Moore. Moore into the neutral zone. The Rebellion pass it back down. Pressure by Giesman. Cross ice pass by the Rebellion. Bounces off their stick. Knob will send it into the neutral zone towards Baker. Rebellion bring it in. Baker picks off this puck. Still trying to get it out of the zone, but the Rebellion keep it in. Brooks sends it to Moore. Moore tries to get it over towards Baker, but it goes off of the Rebellion. Rebellion bring it into the zone. Knob will go towards the corner. Lugar trying to get to this puck. The Rebellion dump it down behind the net. Downey in pursuit. The puck leaks off of the back of the net. I believe that's Knob who sends it around. Rebellion at the point. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that shot off. Downey picks up this puck. Rebellion have it in the middle. Shot off a Winfield's helmet. Way to use your head. So 11:40 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We'll have Billadu, Lugar, Baker, Downey, and Wilson on a faceoff to Winfield's right. So Lugar with the faceoff goes up to the blue line. Rebellion dump it down towards the corner. Downey trying to get this around. Rebellion pick this off. Downey in the corner gets it up towards Billadu. Billadu passes it over to Lugar. Lugar tries to get this to Baker, but it gets picked off. Downey will go behind the net. Changes directions. Downey hits it along the wall towards Baker. Baker up to Billadu. No icing, so Billadu will go back to collect this. Sends it to Lugar. Bouncing puck collected by the Rebellion into the neutral zone. The Rebellion dump it into the corner after they gain the red line. Downey will go back to try to get to this puck. Hits along the near wall. Billadu fighting for that puck along the boards. Lugar sends it up, but the Rebellion keep it in at the blue line. Billadu gets it out to Lugar in the neutral zone. Lugar and Billadu on a 2-on-1. Oh, poke check by the Rebellion. Lugar tries to get a shot off, saved by the goalie. Billadu will collect this in the corner. Billadu and Williams still fighting for this puck. Williams in the corner. Still fighting, gets it to Billadu. Billadu fighting along the backboards. Eichfeld in there, trying to get to this puck. Eichfeld hung up along the boards. Eichfeld and Williams trying to get to this puck. Bodies going down on top of the net. The Rebellion do come away with it. Cross ice pass. And that'll be icing. So 10:08 left in the first period. The score is still 0-0. We'll face up to the right of the goalie. We have Williams, Kaufman, Eichfeld, Brooks, and Knob. So Eichfeld with the face-off. Rebellion come away with it momentarily. Williams dumps it. And Eichfeld still trying to get to that puck. Williams centers it. Gets deflected behind the net. Eichfeld trying to get this puck along the boards. Kaufman back along the back wall. Kaufman brings it around, changes directions, gets it to Williams. Williams tries to center it. Oh, shot. Saved by the goalie. So good centering pass from behind the net. Shot saved by the goalie. So 9:45 left in the first period. We'll have Downey, Wilson, Eichfeld, Williams, and Kaufman on a faceoff to the left of the goalie. So Eichfeld with the faceoff. Centering pass. Oh, Williams tries to get a shot off. Gets deflected. Wilson sends it back down momentarily. Wilson keeps it in. Wilson with a shot. Oh, just off the side of the net. Williams centers it, but it gets picked off by the Rebellion. Rebellion do get out into neutral zone. Wilson sends it back, but unfortunately we're offsides. So 9:24 left in the first period. We're going to have a shift change with Zoldi, Conrad, Wenzel, Wilson, and Downey. So Conrad will take the face-off, goes towards Zoldi, gets back to Wilson, Wilson to Downey. Downey dumps it. The Rebellion get it out into the neutral zone. Zoldi picks that up, gets it towards Wenzel. Wenzel brings it into the offensive zone. Wenzel with a shot just wide of the net. Conrad over along the far boards to try to get this. Zoldi gets it, centers it. Rebellion come away with it. The Rebellion serving. Centering pass broken up by Conrad. Rebellion are there. Pass it into our defensive zone. Downey picks this up, sends it towards Zoldi. Zoldi trying to get to this puck, but the Rebellion come away with it in the neutral zone. The pass goes behind the net. The Rebellion try to pick this off and covered by Winfield. So 8:35 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We'll have a face-off to the left of Winfield. We'll have more wide line, Giesman, Downey, and I think that's Wilson out there. Shot, saved by Winfield. So a quick shot off of the face-off, good save by Winfield. So Giesman will take the face-off, goes towards Downey, who hits it behind the net, more along the near boards, gets it to Giesman. Unfortunately, the puck goes towards the middle. Moore collects this puck, Moore serving. It sends it up, but it's gloved down by the Rebellion. Downey trying to get to this puck. The Rebellion pick it up behind the net, circle around, send it up to the blue line. Shot deflected. Oh! So that shot from the blue line got deflected in front of the net to an open player on the opposite side of the net and in. So that'll put the Rebellion up on the board first. 8:06 left in the first period. So we'll have Bilodeau, Baker, Lugar, Knob, and Brooks. So Lugar with the face-off. Rebellion dump it down, bounces off the back wall. Brooks will collect it, changes directions, sends it behind the net towards Knob. Knob picks this up, sends it to Bilodeau. Bilodeau gets it out of the zone. Rebellion pass it cross ice. Baker trying to pick off that puck, goes back towards Brooks. Brooks up towards Baker. Baker tries to get it to Lugar, but it's picked off. Shot blocked by the Mustangs. Brooks dumps it towards Lugar. Lugar brings it into the offensive zone. Puck over to Bilodeau. Bilodeau with a shot wide of the net. Bilodeau and Lugar over along the boards. Good hit by Lugar. The Rebellion get it out into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. Cross ice pass blocked by Brooks. Another pass, nice save by Winfield. And I believe the net's off. So good block there in the middle and good save. So 7:15 left in the first period. The Mustangs are down 1-0. We'll face off to or maybe they're calling that offsides. Oh, maybe it was an injured player. So I did not see that. It happened behind the play, but we do have a South Pittsburgh Rebellion player down on the ice. So that's what the whistle is for. Hopefully he's okay. He is getting up. So hopefully not too hurt. Never want to see any kid get hurt. So it looks like we're going to have a face-off at the near dot. Eichfeld, Hoffman, Williams, Wilson, and Downey. So Eiffel with the face-off goes to the Rebellion. Rebellion dump it down. Downey passes it to Williams. Williams has some room. Unfortunately, poke check to the corner by the Rebellion. Williams centers it again. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody there. Rebellion have it into the neutral zone. They have a little bit of speed. Shot saved by Winfield. Eiffel putting pressure along the puck. Centering pass picked off by Williams. Williams gets it cross ice pass towards Kaufman. Kaufman trying to get to this puck in the neutral zone. Downey comes away with it momentarily before it gets picked off. Kaufman picks this up, sends it along the far boards. Ooh, Kaufman and that player go down, but he does get it into the offensive zone. The puck leaks back towards the far corner, and that'll be icing. So 6:30 left in the first period. We'll face off to the right of the goalie. We'll have Brooks, Knob, Wenzel, Zoldi, and Conrad. So Conrad will take the face-off. Rebellion come away with it. Ooh! Rebellion hit it into their bench. Thankfully, they were paying attention. So we'll repeat that face-off. So Conrad with the face-off goes towards Zoldi. The Rebellion come up with it behind the net. Rebellion pass into the neutral zone. Pass it over to the right wing, back to the center. Rebellion center it again. Shot, saved by Winfield and covered. Oh, we've got some extra pushes in front of the net there. Oh, the refs will clear him out. He'll face out to the left of Winfield. So Giesman, wide line, Moore. Downey, Wilson. We got too many out there. There we go. So Giesman with the face-off. Goes to the Rebellion. Rebellion with a shot blocked by Giesman. The Rebellion pick it up. Centering pass up towards the blue line. Shot. Glove saved by Winfield. So we'll have face-off to the right of Winfield. So it looks like that Rebellion player is going off the ice. Maybe to get checked out more. Hopefully they're okay. So face off with Giesman. Quick shot by the Rebellion. Quick glove save by Winfield. So we're going to have a line change. For the Mustangs, we're going to have Bilodeau, Baker, Lugar, and then we're going to keep Downey and Wilson. So Lugar with the face-off. Rebellion have it at the point. Shot. Another glove save by Winfield. So the Rebellion will change this time. We'll repeat that face-off to the right of Winfield. So Lugar with the face-off. Rebellion have it at the blue line, send it behind the net. Rebellion center it. They keep it in at the blue line, pass it over to the near boards, dump it down to the red line. Lugar in to break up that play. Bilodeau breaks out that play, gets it to Downey. Downey in through the neutral zone. Downey with speed around that player. Downey with a shot just wide of the net. Wilson keeps it in at the blue line. Wilson dumps it down towards Baker. Bilodeau fighting for this puck along the boards, along with Lugar. The Rebellion come away with it. The Rebellion hit it hard up along the boards. Wilson will go back to collect this in our defensive zone. Wilson to Downey. Downey cross ice pass to Baker. Baker dumps it on net, saved by the goalie. So it was a late whistle by the ref, so our players were still playing for it, and they whistled just as they got close. So 5:01 left in the first period. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the Rebellion. We'll have Kaufman, Eichfeld, Williams, Knob, and Brooks. So Knob sends it back down towards Kaufman, and Brooks will go back to collect. Brooks picks up this puck, sends it to Eichfeld. Eichfeld tries to get it up, redirected by the Rebellion. Rebellion have it at the blue line. Kaufman will pick that up, sends it up towards Williams. Eichfeld trying to get to this puck along with Kaufman. The Rebellion send it deep through the neutral zone into the near corner, but they'll call it icing. So 4:24 left in the first period. We'll face off to the left of the goalie. So Kaufman, Williams, Eichfeld, Knob, and Brooks. Eichfeld with the face-off. Kaufman trying to get to this puck. Kaufman breaks up that play, still fighting for the puck along the boards. Kaufman and Eichfeld still trying to get to this puck, goes towards the middle. Shot by Williams, just wide of the net. Eichfeld tries to get another shot in, saved by the goalie. So we'll face off to the right of the goalie. We'll have Wenzel, Conrad, Zoldi, Knob, and Brooks. So Conrad with the face-off. Shot saved by the goalie. So we'll repeat that face-off. Goes over towards Wenzel. Zoldi tries to get to that puck. Zoldi centers it momentarily. Zoldi still trying to fight to get to that puck. The puck leaves out. Knob dumps it in. The Rebellion are there. Wenzel poke checks it towards the circle. Zoldi putting pressure along that puck. Wenzel comes in to put pressure along that puck, puts it in. Conrad trying to get to this. Rebellion center it and get it out into the neutral zone. Broken up by Knob and Brooks. Brooks sends it up towards Conrad and Wenzel. Wenzel dumps it down behind the net. The Rebellion pick this up. Eichfeld keeps it in at the blue line. Eichfeld putting pressure along that puck behind the net. The Rebellion hit it out into the neutral zone. Wilson will send it over towards Kaufman and Downey. Downey hits it up off of the boards, but it stays in. Centering pass by the Rebellion, broken up by the Mustangs momentarily. Shot wide of the net. The Rebellion will come up and shovel it down. Eichfeld into the corner. Trying to get it up. The Rebellion come away with it. Wilson putting pressure along that puck. Centering pass off the side of the net. Downey comes away with the puck. Chips it high up, glove down by the Rebellion. Change of directions. Picked up by Wilson and Downey. Downey sends it up towards Williams. Williams trying to get it in. Still trying to get it in and does. Centering pass by the Rebellion. Out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Kaufman. Kaufman changes directions. Kaufman in the middle with a shot. Glove saved by the goalie. So we have 2:22 left in the first period. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the Rebellion. We'll have Giesman, Moore, Wideline, Brooks, and Knob on a face-off to the right of the goalie. So Rebellion take it behind the net. Hit it up off the boards. Rebellion has some speed through the neutral zone. Rebellion with a little bit of breakaway. Backhanded shot and in. So unfortunately, the Rebellion had a little bit of a breakaway, backhanded shot just over Winfield's shoulder. So 2:08 left in the first period. That'll put the Rebellion up 2-0. So we'll have Baker, Billadu, Lugar, Brooks, and Knob out for the Mustangs. So Lugar with the face-off. It's hung up in skates. Rebellion get to it. Cross-ice pass. Rebellion stutter step. Shot. Saved by Winfield. Brooks picks this up behind the net. Brooks brings it up along the far boards in through the neutral zone. Brooks has some speed. Brooks getting in there. Good job by Ability to stay on sides. Shot. Saved by the goalie. The Rebellion have this at the corner. Chip it into the neutral zone. Knob will pick this up. Knob over towards Brooks. Brooks chips it up along the boards. Billadou trying to get to this puck. Gets it over to Baker. Baker in the middle with a shot. Billadou in! Nice shot in there. So Baker and Billadou with the goal. So that'll put the Mustangs up on the board. Definitely some much needed energy to get back on track here for the Mustangs. So that'll make it score 1-2 with 1:24 left in the first period. Eichfeld, Hoffman, Williams, Downey, and Wilson. The Rebellion come away with this. Rebellion D pass. D pass again. Send it up into the neutral zone. Picked off by Eichfeld. Eichfeld waits for Kaufman to get back on sides. Rebellion pass it D up into the neutral zone. Rebellion with some speed. Dump it on net. Blocker saved by Winfield. Downey sends it behind the net. Wilson trying to get it up towards Kaufman. Kaufman comes away with it. Kaufman dumps it out. Ooh, the Rebellion do keep that in. So we get that puck up towards Williams. The puck leaks behind the net. Eichfeld with a check to break up that play. Centering pass by the Rebellion. Downey putting pressure. Gets away to Williams. Williams over to Eichfeld. Eichfeld brings it into the zone. Unfortunately, gets picked off by the Rebellion. The Rebellion surveying before they send it down behind the net. The Rebellion will go on a change as Baker picks this up. Baker up to Billadou. Billadou with a hard shot, but it's picked off by the Rebellion. Wilson will go back to collect. Sends it up along the boards towards Baker, but picked off by the Rebellion. And we have 4 seconds left. I believe that was offsides, or else might have hit the bench. So 4 seconds left in the first period. Scores 2-1 in favor of the Rebellion. Lugar with the face-off. Rebellion have it. Good job by Baker to break that up. Lugar sends it on net just wide. So at the end of the first period, the score is 2-1 in favor of South Pittsburgh Rebellion, but some great energy by the Mustangs there at the end. We'll put you on mute and see you back for the second period. Okay, so Winfield is going to the net on our right. We will have Kaufman, Williams, Eichfeld, Brooks, and Knob out for the Mustangs. So lots of energy for the Mustangs. 16 minutes up on the clock to start the second period. Eichfeld with the face-off. Still sitting along the dots. The Rebellion do hit it over along the far boards. Knob will pick this up. The Rebellion come away with it. Shot wide of the net. Williams up along the board, trying to get this out. Gets it into the neutral zone. Williams gets it into the offensive zone. Rebellion back out. Brooks gets that. We have a delayed penalty against the Rebellion. Williams in there. Winfield is back to the bench, so 6-on-5 just as the Rebellion touch it. So penalty against the Rebellion. So it looks like for roughing. So that happened kind of where my camera wasn't, but it was for roughing. So Rebellion will go to the box for a minute 30. So we'll be on a power play for a minute 30, 15:26 left in the second period, trying to get the clock fixed. Everyone's been having trouble getting these penalties up on the clock. We'll have Eichfeld, Kaufman, Billadu, Brooks, and Downey. So still trying to get it fixed. So we're having the same problem with the penalties before. So it looks like this clock is automatically set to do 2 minutes. But then you have to do something to fix it to make it a minute 30. And they were having trouble doing it the past 2 days. It looks like we're having trouble again here. So we're trying to figure out the clock. Okay. We're just going to go 2 minutes, and then when it's 30 seconds, we'll let them out. So Downey with a shot deflected. Nice deflect there, but saved by the goalie. The Rebellion come up with it, chip it down, and it'll go to the side of the net for icing. So 15:10 left in the second period. We'll still be on a penalty or a power play. So we'll keep that same line out there. Face off to the left of the goalie. Eichfeld with the face off goes towards Kaufman. The Rebellion pick this up. Rebellion through the neutral zone, dump it down. Goes behind the net. Downey picks this up. Downey with some speed, brings it through the neutral zone. Downey still with some speed, brings it around towards the middle. Shot. Oh, good save by the goalie there. Looks like there was a penalty called behind the play. So Eichfeld's going to the box. So I'm not sure what the penalty was for. So we're trying to figure out what the penalties for. So I do apologize. I'm not going to call out the numbers for the penalties because the clocks are all messed up. So that's too much math for my brain to do while trying to figure out all the people on the ice too. So Brooks in there trying to break up that play. The Rebellion come around. We are 4-on-4 hockey. Rebellion picked this up along the far boards, loop it behind the net, up towards the blue line. Shot blocked by Kaufman. That looked like it hurt again. Billadu trying to get to that puck. The Rebellion bringing it around. Centering pass. Thankfully, nobody was there. And that's off. So Kaufman had a painful block yesterday. Looks like he took another painful block again today. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it wasn't the same spot on his leg. So I believe it's 21 seconds left on the rebellion penalty and like a minute on our penalty-ish. So still 4-on-4 hockey right now. Rebellion and Downey fighting for this puck. Wilson takes it away in front of the net. Rebellion have it on the board, saved by Winfield. Downey putting pressure along this puck. The Rebellion take it behind the net. Centering pass broken up by Giesman. Giesman brings it around. Giesman has some speed in through the middle. Unfortunately, the Rebellion pick that off and keep it in. Oh! So the Rebellion had an open man, cross-ice pass shot and in. So that'll put the Rebellion up 3-1. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out for the penalties because we're trying to figure out who was out of the box, who wasn't out of the box, if it was even strength or if it was power play for the Rebellion. Looks like Eichfeld is out of the box, so and it looks like we're 5-on-5. So I think the penalty had run off for the Rebellion. Yeah. So Baker trying to get to that puck. The Rebellion dump it down. Knob will go to the back wall. Knob sends it around towards Bilodeau. Bilodeau up towards Lugar. Lugar fighting for this puck along the blue line. Goes behind the net. Brooks will pick this up. Brooks takes it behind the net. Still fighting for this puck. The Rebellion come away with it. Shot saved by Winfield. Another shot saved by Winfield. So 13-15 left in the second period. The Rebellion are up 3-1. So it looks like we're going to have Eichfeld, Kaufman, Williams, Downey, and Wilson on a faceoff to Winfield's right. So Eichfeld with the faceoff, the Rebellion come up with it, send it to the point. Blocked by the Mustangs. Eichfeld trying to get to it. Kaufman gets to that puck. He gets taken down hard. Eichfeld gets it out into the neutral zone. Williams trying to get to that puck. Williams is sticking with that puck. He gets taken down. Eichfeld keeping that puck. Oh, unfortunately, Williams couldn't get back on sides. So Eichfeld was trying to wait for Williams to get back on sides, but unfortunately, he had gotten knocked down and couldn't get back up in time. So 12:57 left in the second period. We'll keep that same line out there. Sorry about that. So Eichfeld, Kaufman, Williams, the Rebellion pick up this puck, send it up. Eichfeld picks that off. Eichfeld with a shot. Great job by Eichfeld. He comes up with that puck, shot and in. Great job by the Mustangs. So does that make it 3-2? Yeah. So the scoreboard had it up there wrong, but it is 3-2. Still in favor of the Rebellion, but the Mustangs are coming back strong. Lots more energy in this building. Fans are getting into it. So more with the poke check. The Rebellion come away with it. Crossing pass. Kaufman will go to pick this up. Kaufman tries to get it up. The Rebellion have it along the near boards. Shot blocked by Kaufman again. Kaufman over along the boards. Moore coming in to try to pick off this play. The Rebellion come up with it. Moore putting pressure along that puck. Eichfeld comes in. The Rebellion have it at the blue line. Cross-ice pass over to the circle. The Rebellion try to take it around the net. Eichfeld and that player go down along with Brooks. The Rebellion hit this up towards the top of the circle, dump it down behind the red line. Moore will go behind the net, gets it around that player, sends it up, but the Rebellion keep it in. The Rebellion pass it. They leak it out into the neutral zone. Willie will have to regroup. The Rebellion wait for them to get back on sides. Shot, glove saved by Jonah Winfield. So we'll have face off, I believe, to the left of Winfield. 11:45 left in the second period. Downey, Wilson, Giesman, Wideline, and Conrad. So Wideline comes up with that puck. Rebellion dump it back down. Wideline gets it out into the neutral zone. Rebellion D-to-D pass. Rebellion circling around. D-to-D pass again. Giesman putting pressure along that puck. The Rebellion bring it through the neutral zone and dump it down after they gain the red line. Downey will go to try to collect it, goes towards Giesman. Giesman changes directions, unfortunately gets to the middle. Another shot, good save by Winfield. So bouncing up there in front of the net, good save by Winfield. So Conrad, Giesman, wide line. Wilson and Downey. So Wideline comes up with that puck, gets it out into neutral zone. Wideline hustling to get to that puck. Wideline does get to that puck, still fighting for that puck. Good job by Wideline there. Conrad coming in assistance. The Rebellion try to get it out, but Lugar keeps it in. Good job by Lugar there to keep it in. Lugar comes around, passes it to Wideline. Wideline with the backhanded shot. Unfortunately, can't get that one in. Good save by the goalie, and the net's off. So good looks, good job by Lugar and Wideline. Good hustle there. So 10:47 left in the second period. We'll have a face-off to the left of the goalie. So Lugar, Baker, Billadou, Downey, and Wilson. Lugar with the face-off shot. Oh, that was a hard shot off of the goalie's face. Billadou fighting to get to this puck. Lugar coming in. Downey keeps it in at the blue line. Downey with a shot. Glove saved by the goalie. So good job with pressure by the Mustangs. Just got to keep shooting. We'll repeat that face-off to the left of the goalie. Lugar trying to get to this puck, gets it towards Baker. Baker towards the middle, but it's picked off by the Rebellion. Rebellion hit this hard up off of the glass. Wilson's there at the blue line. Unfortunately, it leaks out. Does get to Downey. Downey waits to get everybody gets back on sides. Downey with the shot saved by the goalie. Still loose and covered. So we'll have Eichfeld, Kaufman, Williams, Brooks, and Knob out for the Mustangs. So Eichfeld with the face-off. The Rebellion come up with it, send it around the net. Kaufman putting pressure along that puck. The Rebellion bring it through. Rebellion into our defensive zone. Rebellion with a shot and in. So Rebellion with a hard shot and in. So that'll make it 4-2 in favor of the Rebellion. So it looks like we're going to have a goalie change. So Winfield's coming out, Merrill's going in. So 10:06 left in the second period. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Mustangs. Just got to keep up our shots. We're getting some good shots on. Got to keep it up. Eichfeld, Williams, Brooks, Kaufman, and Knob. So the Rebellion bring this in, change directions, shot, saved by Merrill. So a face off to Merrill's right. So Eichfeld with the face off. Brooks comes away with it. Brooks brings it through the neutral zone. Brooks centering. Oh, unfortunately picked off by the Rebellion. Rebellion sent it on net. Saved by Merrill and covered. So a face off to left of Merrill. We'll have Giesman, Oh no, sorry. Kaufman, Williams, Eichfeld, Wilson, and Downey. So Downey trying to get this puck out. The Rebellion come away with it. Rebellion with a shot, saved by Merrill. Gets it out to the wall. Downey picks this up. Downey through the neutral zone. Downey with a shot, gloved by the goalie. So 9:22 left in the second period. We'll have Giesman, Conrad, wide line, Downey, and Wilson on face-off to the right of the goalie. So Giesman with that puck, Conrad trying to get to that puck. Conrad sends it back behind wide line, trying to get to the puck. The Rebellion do leak it out. Wilson will go back. No icing. Wilson skating with this puck. Wide line tips that, goes towards the Rebellion. DDD pass by the Rebellion. Rebellion send it up along the far boards. They were at the red line, so no icing. Wilson sends it around the boards. Centering puck. Giesman gets it out towards the boards. Wide line and Giesman fighting for this puck. Giesman comes up with it in the neutral zone and dumps it down after he gains the red line. The Rebellion at the back wall, change directions. The Rebellion hit this puck up. Nice job by Eichfeld to keep that in. Eichfeld with a shot blocked by the Rebellion. Still fighting for this puck. Get it centered over to Kaufman. Kaufman with a shot, saved by the goalie. So wide line got hit into the boards. It looks like the Rebellion are going to go to the box for roughing. So, what'd you say? Yeah. So, we'll be on a power play for 1:30, 8:21 left in the second period. Fans are pumped up, ready to go. Eichfeld, Kaufman, Downey, Brooks, and Bilodeau. Oh, we finally got the penalties fixed to 1:30. So somebody figured it out. So Eichfeld with the face-off, still sitting at the dock. Bilodeau back to Brooks. Brooks surveying. Brooks with his puck. Brooks with a shot deflected. Bilodeau coming in to try to get to that puck. Brooks keeps that in momentarily before it leaks out. Brooks still fighting for this puck along the boards, along with Bilodeau and Eichfeld. Bilodeau comes up, dumps it into the zone. The Rebellion do pick this up. Cross-ice pass to the neutral zone for the Rebellion. The Rebellion with a shot hard around behind the net. Brooks will pick this up along the boards. Brooks changes directions. Brooks over to Downey. Downey into the neutral zone. Downey brings it in. Downey trying to get to this puck. Bilodeau trying to get to this puck. Leaks up towards Kaufman. Kaufman sends it down towards the corner. Downey picks this up. Downey to Kaufman. Kaufman to Eichfeld. Eichfeld up to Downey. Downey with a shot. Oh, it was right there! Oh, it was sitting right there. Oh, unfortunately, the Rebellion cut that out. It was sitting right in front of the goal line there. Downey picks this up. We still have 21 seconds left on our power play. Downey brings it through the neutral zone with speed. Leaves it for Williams. The Rebellion do pick this off, get it into the neutral zone. Brooks will pick this up. Brooks over to Conrad. Conrad towards Williams, but it gets picked off momentarily. Williams does dump it down wide of the net. 3 seconds left on our power play. Giesman poke checks it to the corner. Conrad putting pressure along that puck. The Rebellion have it in the neutral zone. The Rebellion with a 2-on-1, but Downey with a back check. Pass, shot, saved by Merrill, and covered. So 6:40 left in the second period. The score is still 4-2 in favor of the Rebellion. We'll face off to Merrill's right. Knob, Baker, Moore, Bilodeau, Lugar. Oh, it looks like Downey's going to the box. What did one of the Rebellion go into? Okay. So offsetting penalties. There was a little scuffling after the play there. So offsetting penalties, still 5-on-5. Lugar with the face-off. Knob comes away with it. Knob up towards Lugar. Lugar to Billadou. Billadou dumps it on net, saved by the goalie and covered. So 6:27 left in the second period. We'll face out to the left of the goalie. Lugar, Billadou, Baker, Moore, and Knob. So Lugar with the face-off goes back to the Rebellion. Rebellion wrap it around. Centering pass picked off by Baker. Baker has to wait for us to get back on sides. Dumps it down after we get back on sides. I think they thought the whistle blew. So Billadou breaks up that play momentarily. The Rebellion have this puck. Send it towards the neutral zone. Moore hits this puck up along the boards. Unfortunately, our players ran into each other. The Rebellion bring it in. Rebellion centering it. Rebellion from the shot, saved by Merrill. Lugar picks up this puck behind the net, sends it up towards Baker. Baker cross ice pass to Billadou. Good luck there. Billadou trying to get around that player. Billadou comes in. Billadou trying to center it, gets picked off the puck. Billadou still sticking with it. Billadou to Eichfeld. Eichfeld with a shot and saved by the goalie. So good luck from Billadou to Eichfeld. The Rebellion player took out Eichfeld, I think. So 5:32 left in the second period. Face out to the left of the goalie. Eichfeld, Williams, Kaufman, Wilson, and Brooks. Shot on net after the face-off. So Eichfeld will take this face-off again. Still sitting along the dot. Goes back to the back corner. The Rebellion wrap it around. Kaufman putting pressure along this puck. Eichfeld comes in to try to get to this puck too. Gets it centered. Rebellion take it behind the net. Rebellion with this puck. Cross ice pass. Wilson is there to pick this off. Wilson dumps it down. Goes behind the net. Kaufman along the boards. Kaufman gets it behind the net over towards Williams. Williams tries to get it centered, picked off by the Rebellion. Williams behind the net. Williams still fighting for this puck along the boards. Williams gets hung up along with that player. Eichfeld comes away with the puck. Eichfeld gets it around, tries to get it centered, picked off by the Rebellion. The Rebellion hit it along the boards. Brooks comes away with it. Brooks with a shot, gets deflected. Brooks still fighting for this puck along the boards. Eichfeld in assistance. The puck leaks behind the net. Williams trying to get to this puck. Williams does get to it, centers it. Unfortunately, Rebellion are there. Rebellion bring it in. Nice poke check by Williams or Wilson. The Rebellion do bring it into the zone. The Rebellion slow it down. Good job by Williams to pick off that play momentarily. We get it out into the neutral zone. Eichfeld has the puck. Eichfeld with a dump into the zone. The Mustangs will go on a much-needed change. Although the Rebellion are going to dump it down. So we have a player down in front of us here. I believe it's a Rebellion player, but I can't see over the boards. Hopefully they're okay. So the Rebellion player is sitting up. So that's a good sign. They're getting up to their feet. Thankfully, they're able to skate off on their own. So that's good to see. Hopefully, they're not too hurt. It was getting a little bit rough here these last couple of plays. Both sides. Rest were kind of letting things go. Hopefully, this will slow things down a little bit. So 4:11 left in the second period. The score is still 4-2 in favor of the Rebellion. Giesman, wide line, Downey, Brooks, and Moore on a face-off to the right of the goalie. So Downey will take this face off, goes over towards the corner. Giesman trying to get to this puck. Downey comes away with it. Downey centers it, broken up. Giesman with the backhand shot. Giesman again to Downey. Downey with a shot. Oh, just a save there. Rebellion are there. We try to get it centered. Rebellion do get it out into the neutral zone. Foot race with Moore and Brooks. The Rebellion get to it first. Shot and in. So unfortunately, the Rebellion had a breakaway there. Shot and in. So we got to shut down that Rebellion speed. So that'll make the score 5-2. Hopefully the Mustangs can keep up the energy. Get another one up on the board. So we have Downey, Giesman, Knob, Wilson, and wide line. So backing everybody up out of the face-off circle, checking to make sure they're listening. So Downey with the face-off, wide line comes up with it, brings it into the offensive zone. Downey poke checks it towards the near wall. Wide line in pursuit of this puck. The Rebellion hit it hard around that board. Downey towards the middle, but it gets deflected behind the net. Wide line trying to get there. Giesman centering past the Rebellion, come up with it. Rebellion cross ice pass in the neutral zone. Knob will go back to collect. Rebellion center it, broken up by Wilson, saved by Merrill. Puck leaks out towards the middle. Downey is there. Downey poke checks that towards wide line. Wide line dumps it in. Downey is there to collect this puck. Leaks right on the blue line, but it does leak out. So we'll have an offsides. 3:12 left in the second period. Face off on the circle outside of our offensive zone. Baker, Lugar, Williams, Kaufman, and Brooks. So D pass by the Rebellion, blocked by Williams. Williams keeps it in. Williams tries to get it back towards Lugar, picked off by the Rebellion. Rebellion hit this off of the wall. Brooks will go back to collect. Brooks takes it behind the net, changes directions. Brooks brings it in. Brooks with speed through the neutral zone, dumps it down after he gains the red line. Lugar in pursuit behind the net. Baker comes in to try to break up this play. The Rebellion hit it along the boards. Williams keeps it in and dumps it back down. High bouncing puck. Kaufman will glove it down, waits for the Mustangs to get back on sides. Williams sends it up. Williams and Kaufman trying to get this cross-ice pass by the Rebellion. The Rebellion D pass into the neutral zone. The Rebellion skated in, shot wide of the net, wraps around to the opposite point. Rebellion dump it down behind the net. They had that player leaking around. Ooh, that was a hard hit against Lugar. Shot from the point, blocked wide of the net. Brooks coming in, stick goes flying. Brooks will pick up this puck. Brooks cross ice pass over towards Williams. No icing. The Mustangs will go on a change. We have Eichfeld, Wenzel, Billadou. The puck leaks up. Kaufman will pick this up. Kaufman changes directions up towards Eichfeld. Eichfeld brings it into the zone. Eichfeld brings it around. Wenzel passes it towards Billadou. Couldn't get the shot off. Rebellion hit it up. Billadou keeps it in, dumps it down towards Eichfeld in the corner. Rebellion take this behind the net, wrap it around. Knob at the blue line. The Rebellion pick this off. Eichfeld breaks up that play. Wenzel dumps it down to the back wall. The Rebellion pick this up. Hit it off the boards. Rebellion cross ice passes off of Wilson. Knob will pick up this puck, sends it into the neutral zone. Wilson trying to fight for this puck along with Eichfeld. The puck leaks up to the Rebellion. D pass. Shot. Saved by Merrill. So 47 seconds left in the second period. The score is still 5-2 in favor of the Rebellion. So So we'll face off to Merrill's right. Giesman, wide line, Brooks, Downey, and Kaufman. So Downey with the face-off goes back to the corner. Brooks changes directions. Rebellion come up with it towards the middle. Still fighting for this puck. Goes behind the net. And that was a hard collision behind the net. So it looks like Downey's going to go to the box. So Downey's going to go back to a minute 30 for roughing. 33 seconds left in the second period, so we'll be on a penalty kill. Face off to Merrill's right. So Giesman will take the face off. Rebellion send it up to the point. Rebellion point to point along the blue line. Rebellion bring it down. Wide line breaks up that play momentarily. Centering pass gets broken up. The Rebellion have it at the top of the circle. Top of the circle again. Shot. Nice block by Giesman. Gets it out into the neutral zone. 12 seconds left. Rebellion dump it down. Nice job by Giesman to poke check that back out into the neutral zone. Rebellion with a shot. Glove save by Merrill. And then Merrill will have to leave it for Brooks, but that'll be the end of the period. So at the end of the period, the score is 5-2 in favor of the Rebellion. We still have 57 seconds left on our penalty going into the third period. So we'll mute you here for the intermission. So we're back after the ice cut between the second and the third period. Teams are starting to stretch out just a little bit, quick stretch before we start the third period. So the score is 5-2 in favor of the South Pittsburgh Rebellion. Hopefully we can bring our third period magic and get some more goals in the net. Nice long time in the locker room to talk about strategy, get the energy up, get the momentum back. So we still have 57 seconds left on our penalty kill going into the third period. So Merrill's going to our net on the left. Downey will be going back to the box for 57 seconds. So we're going to have Kaufman and Knob back on D. And then Lugar, Williams, and Eichfeld out on offense. Oh, nope. Changing it up. Looks like Giesman, Lugar, and Eichfeld. Oh, nope. Sorry. So Eichfeld, Giesman, Kaufman, and Knob. So 4-on-5 penalty kill. Eichfeld with the face-off. The Rebellion have it. Pass it back D to D. D to D again. Cross ice pass through the neutral zone. Rebellion bring it in. Change directions. Up to the point. Rebellion over to the bottom of the circle, the red line. Back up to the blue line. Back there. Nice steal by Knob. Eichfeld poke checks it into the neutral zone. The Rebellion have it in the zone. The Mustangs are going on a change. Williams, Lugar are out there on offense. D or cross ice pass by the Rebellion goes to Knob. Knob to Kaufman. Kaufman up towards Williams, but it gets picked off by the Rebellion. Rebellion put it towards the middle. Rebellion with a shot saved by Merrill. So still 14 seconds left in our penalty kill. Face off to the left of Merrill. And then change up the offense again. We're going to have Eichfeld, Billadou, Kaufman, and Knob on a face-off to the left of Merrill. Eichfeld with the face-off goes towards Kaufman. Kaufman trying to get it up the boards. We do get it out into the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass by the Rebellion. Rebellion dump it down. Leaks behind the net. Kaufman is there to pick it up. Kaufman changes directions. Knob will pick this up. Knob sends it up towards Downey, unfortunately, who's out of the box. Unfortunately, gets picked off by the Rebellion. Bounces off of Knob, stays into the neutral zone. We are back to full strength. So Rebellion with a puck off of the back glass. Knob will pick this up, sends it towards Billadou. Billadou out into the neutral zone. The Rebellion, D to D pass. Downey coming in for pressure. D to D pass again by the Rebellion. Centering pass into the neutral zone. Eichfeld poke checks it over towards Billadou. Rebellion put it into the middle of the neutral zone again. Dump it down behind the net. Kaufman will go collect this in the corner. Kaufman gets it to Brooks. Brooks changes directions, hits it up the wall towards Eichfeld. The Rebellion gets it, though. Kaufman does pick this up, gets it around the boards. Kaufman picks this up along the near boards, gets it out into the neutral zone. The Rebellion pick this up. D to D pass by the Rebellion. They send it behind the net, up along the near boards. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone. Eichfeld putting pressure along that puck. Downey comes away with it. So the Rebellion player is holding on to Eichfeld's stick behind the play. Downey trying to get to the puck. So there's lots of stuff going on in this game. Hopefully the refs can get control of it. So the Rebellion pick this up, send it towards the middle. Lugar breaks that up momentarily. Brooks up towards Williams. Williams chips it into the zone. The Rebellion do get it out. Wilson is there to put some pressure along that puck. Downey comes up with it. Downey back to Brooks. Brooks around that player into the neutral zone. Oh, unfortunately, we got hung up on ourselves. The Rebellion set it up along the wall, into the middle. Brooks trying to get to that, but the Rebellion have a breakaway 2-on-none. Breakaway shot and in. So the Rebellion had a 2-on-none breakaway shot and in. What are you doing? So 12:53 left in the third period. That'll make it 6-2. So we have Giesman, Baker, wide line, Knob, and Kaufman out for the Mustangs. So Giesman with the face-off goes to Knob. Knob hits it up along the boards. Pressure by Giesman, gets it towards wide line momentarily. Giesman puts pressure along that puck again. The Rebellion come away with it. Wide line putting some pressure, gets it out into the neutral zone. Kaufman up towards Baker. Baker dumps it into our offensive zone, goes towards the goalie and covered. So 12:25 left in the third period. We'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. Eichfeld, Bildu, Lugar, Kaufman, and Knob. Eichfeld with the face-off goes towards the middle. The Rebellion come away with it. Bildu trying to break up that play. Hard hit off of the boards. Kaufman will go to collect this as there's no icing. Kaufman hung up along the boards, gets it towards Eichfeld. Unfortunately, Rebellion poke check it momentarily. Knob with this puck. Cross ice pass up to Eichfeld. Bounces off the player. Eichfeld gets hit into the boards. The Rebellion come away with it. Rebellion into the neutral zone. Rebellion dump it down after they gain the red line. Puck leaks behind the net. Kaufman has this puck. Kaufman's still fighting for this puck. Now Biladu and Eichfeld in there. The Rebellion get it towards the middle. Shot saved by Merrill. Puck is still loose. Rebellion take Merrill out in the net, but he does get back up. We do send it down for icing. So 11:27 left in the third period. We'll face off to Merrill's left. Giesman, Zoldi, wide line, Wilson, and Brooks. So Brooks trying to put pressure along that puck. The Rebellion are there. Wide line, trying to get to the puck. The Rebellion have it. Center, it gets broken up by Zoldi. The Rebellion dump it down to the corner. Giesman will pick this up. Giesman up towards Zoldi. Zoldi gets it out into the neutral zone. Wide line picks up this puck. Wide line has some speed. Unfortunately, the Rebellion picked that off. Oh, the goalie just pushed wide line down. Wilson picks up this puck, gets it to Brooks. Brooks into the neutral zone. Brooks with some speed into the corner. Brooks trying to get it center, gets it to Downey. Downey trying to fight for this puck. Downey along the back wall. Downey serving, tries to get it centered, deflected by the Rebellion. Williams is in there trying to get a shot. Downey with a shot and in! So Downey with a shot and in. So good job there. We were trying to get some open stuff. Williams was in there trying to get it. Downey with the goal. So that'll put another goal up on the board. Hopefully that'll get the spark back for the Mustangs. So 10:24 left in the third period. We're now 3-6. Downey, Eichfeld, Williams, Knob, and Kaufman. Downey dumps it into our offensive zone. The Rebellion picked this up behind the net. Williams putting pressure along that puck. Downey keeps it in, dumps it down to the corner. Williams trying to get to that puck. Williams still fighting for this puck along the boards. The Rebellion do pick this up. The Rebellion with some speed. Good back check by Downey. Kaufman hits it up towards Eichfeld. The Rebellion have this. Dump it down behind the net. Knob will go to collect. Sends it up and out into neutral zone towards Eichfeld and Williams. Williams dumps it down. Eichfeld in pursuit of this puck into the corner. Centering pass gets broken up by the Rebellion. Rebellion hit this over along the wall. Giesman dumps it down towards wide line in the corner. Eichfeld will go along the back wall to try to get to this puck. Wide line and Giesman. Giesman gets this up towards Kaufman. Kaufman with a shot, saved by the goalie. So 9:23 left in the third period. So we'll have Lugar, wide line, Giesman, Wilson, and Brooks on a face-off to the right of the goalie. So Lugar will take the face-off, still sitting along the dot, goes back towards Brooks. Brooks keeps it in. The Rebellion with his puck, cross-ice pass into the neutral zone. Wilson over to Brooks. Brooks up to Lugar. Lugar into the offensive zone. Lugar trying to get through, unfortunately, got tied up there. The Rebellion through the neutral zone. Shot. Merrill sheds it to the right. Another shot off of the side of the net. Lugar picks up this puck, bounces it off the Rebellion player. Ability tries to get off. Shot. Saved by Merrill. So 8:48 left in the third period. We'll face off to the right of Merrill. We'll have Downey, Eichfeld, Brooks, Baker, and Billadu. Wilson. So Downey in to get this puck. Eichfeld still fighting for the puck. Brooks trying to get in at the blue line. The Rebellion do come up with it. They speed through the neutral zone. Poke check by Baker. Shot wide in the net. Eichfeld with this puck has some speed through the neutral zone. Eichfeld dumps it down after he gains the red line, goes behind the net. Eichfeld and Baker still trying to get to this puck, saved by the goalie. So 8:19 left in the third period. Face off to the right of the goalie. Knob, Kaufman, Baker, Downey, and Giesman. So Downey with the face-off, the puck goes behind the net. Knob along the boards. They get it to the Rebellion player, 2-on-1. Kaufman back on D. Shot up over and out of play. It's a good save there by Merrill. Puck leaks up high, out of play. 8:06 left in the third period. Face off to the right of Merrill. Downey will take this face off. The Rebellion come away with it. Rebellion bring around. Centering pass saved by Merrill. Rebellion take this puck. Centering pass couldn't connect. Dump it down behind the net. Kaufman putting pressure along that puck. The Rebellion have it. Centering pass shot saved by Merrill. Another shot saved by Merrill. So great series of saves there by Merrill, keeping that puck out of the net. 7:46 left in the third period. We'll face off to the left of Merrill. We'll have Brooks, Wilson, Billadu, Williams, and Lugar. So the puck leaks up to the Rebellion. Shot saved by Merrill. Wilson putting pressure along this puck. The Rebellion send it behind the net. Rebellion up at the blue line. Dump it down. Brooks will go behind the net. Sends it around. Billadu getting to this puck. He gets hit. Shot wide of the net. The puck leaks around to the top. Nice job by Williams to break up that play, and it goes out of play. Somebody's neck guards on the ice. So 7:19 left in the third period. Face off to Merrill's left. We'll have Billadu, Giesman, Lugar, Knob, and Kaufman. So Giesman with the face-off. The Rebellion hit it behind the net. Kaufman hits it hard up off the boards to Downey. So the Rebellion off. Kaufman trying to get to this puck. Giesman with a hard shot into the offensive zone. Bilodeau comes in to pick this up. Bilodeau trying to get a shot off, gets deflected behind the net. The Rebellion pick this up. Rebellion there. Giesman breaks up that play. Tries to get it centered. Giesman with a shot. Glove saved by the goalie. So 6:45 left in the third. Giesman, Downey, Bilodeau, Kaufman, and Knob. Giesman with the face-off. The Rebellion get it up and out into the neutral zone. The Rebellion have some speed. Poke check by Knob to keep it in the neutral zone. Downey comes up with it. Downey gets hit there. Bilodeau trying to break up that play. The Rebellion dump it down. Kaufman trying to get to this puck. Kaufman up to Bilodeau. Bilodeau over towards Giesman. The Rebellion get it there. Bilodeau picks off that puck again. Downey over there along the boards. Downey's still fighting for this puck. The Mustangs were going on a change. Eichfeld trying to get to that puck. Brooks keeps that in. Shot bounces off of the Rebellion players. Baker trying to break up that play. Brooks breaks up that play. Wilson will collect this puck. Wilson skates it into the neutral zone. Wilson dumps it down after he gains the red line, but unfortunately it goes out of play. So 5:52 left in the third period. The Mustangs are still down 3-6. But we've got definitely some more energy and some more spark here. Hopefully we can keep it up and get some shots in the back of the net. So Eichfeld, Baker, Williams, Brooks, Wilson. So Williams putting pressure along this puck, still fighting for it. Leaks back to Brooks. Brooks over to Wilson. Wilson up to Baker. Baker dumps it down behind the net. Williams trying to get to this puck. The puck leaks around on the near boards. The Rebellion have this puck. Cross-ice pass, but it bounces off their own skates, thankfully. Brooks over towards Williams. Williams along the boards. Rebellion hit this up, but Williams keeps it in, sends it to Brooks. Brooks with a nice one-timer. Glove saved by the goalie. So 5:16 left in the third period. Face off to the left of the goalie. Brooks, Wilson, Bilodeau, wide line, and Wenzel. So Bilodeau will take this face off. The Rebellion get it over into the neutral zone. Brooks poke checks it up towards Wenzel, still fighting for this puck. Wenzel over towards Bilodeau, high bouncing puck along the boards. Wenzel comes up with it. Wenzel brings it into the offensive zone. Wenzel gets hit hard. Fans were not happy about that. Wide line behind the net. Bilodeau picks this up, tries to get a shot in. Wide line towards Bilodeau, gets out. Brooks keeps that puck in momentarily before the Rebellion get it out. The Rebellion get to this puck, send it behind the net. Brooks changes directions over towards Wenzel along the near boards. Wenzel to Bilodeau. Oh, Bilodeau gets hit. Wide line with the puck, sends it up along the boards. This game is getting very physical. Wenzel with a nice hit to break up that play. Centering pass gets to Knob. Knob brings it through the neutral zone over towards Downey. Downey with a shot goes behind the net. Knob coming in to try to get to this puck behind the net. Knob trying to get a shot off. Downey with a shot. Knob trying to get that shot again. The Rebellion hit this hard, up and out. Kaufman will go back to collect. Kaufman through the neutral zone. Kaufman with some speed, hits it over along the boards. Cross-ice pass picked off by Eichfeld momentarily. The Rebellion do have this puck, send it wide of the net. Wraps around. Baker will collect this. Baker over along the near boards. Downey will put pressure along that puck. Baker coming in. The Rebellion come away with it. Knob in there to break up that play. Downey comes up with it. Downey through the zone into the neutral zone. Downey with some speed has Eichfeld along with him. Downey trying to get it centered. Unfortunately, we weren't there, and that should be icing. So 3:17 left in the third period.
What's wrong, Bailey? Yeah, boys.
So Giesman, Williams, Brooks, Wilson. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. So we're going to a timeout. 3:17 left in the third period. Mustangs are still down by 3. We've been showing some good sparks of energy. Just got to keep it up in these last 3 minutes, get some pucks to drop in the back of the net. No matter what, this has been an amazing season for this Mustangs team. They've done a great job all season, worked really well together, and have really played together well as a team, both on and off the ice. So getting coached up by our great coaching staff, getting some last minute plays and ideas in there. So it looks like we're going to have a 6-on-5 advantage, empty net situation. So empty net, 6-on-5, 3:17 left in the third period. Giesman, Eichfeld, Billadu, Kaufman, Brooks, and Downey. Eichfeld with the face-off, the Rebellion come away with it. Rebellion hit it around the boards. Downey is there to try to keep it in. The Rebellion come away with it. Brooks will go get it, hits it over along the boards. Downey comes up with it. Downey brings it through the neutral zone. Downey around. Eichfeld with a shot right there. Oh, saved by the goalie. Good attempts there. We tried to get the rebound in, but good save by the goalie. So 2:51 left in the third period. We're going to keep the empty net, so we'll have the 6-on-5 advantage. So Downey, Kaufman, Billadu, Giesman, Eichfeld, and Brooks. Face off goes to the Rebellion. Rebellion try to hit out. Downey tips it so it goes to the side of the net. Downey picks this up. Downey pulls the puck into the neutral zone. Downey with speed. Downey brings it through. Downey with a shot, saved by the goalie. So we just got to keep shooting, keep getting pucks on net, keep getting those offensive zone face-offs with our 6-on-5 advantage. So Eichfeld with the face-off again. Goes towards Billadu. The puck leaks out into the neutral zone. Downey will go back to collect this. Downey, oh no, the puck is sitting right there. Brooks putting pressure on it. Downey does come up with it. Downey with speed through the neutral zone. Downey brings it in. And the Mustangs are there. Downey centers it over towards Eichfeld. Eichfeld back towards Brooks. Oh, it leaks out. Unfortunately, the Rebellion are there, but Brooks keeps it away. Brooks keeps it away. 2:02 left. Brooks over to Giesman. Giesman up to Downey. Downey brings it in. Picked off. Billadu trying to get to that puck. Giesman dumps it down to the corner. Eichfeld behind the net. Eichfeld centers it. Kaufman and trying to get a shot off. Brooks with a shot saved by the goalie. The Rebellion have it. They dump it. Brooks Gets it into neutral zone. The Mustangs will have to get back on sides. Eichfeld around that player. A minute 30 left. Eichfeld still fighting with that puck. Billadu comes up with it. Still fighting. Giesman in there in assistance. Leaks towards the middle. Williams will pick this up. Williams keeps it on the blue line. Williams centers it to Billadu. Billadu with a shot. Saved by the goalie. Eichfeld will go back to collect this. Gets it back towards Billadu. Billadu towards the middle. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Another shot over the net. Eichfeld along the boards. We have a minute 4 left. The Rebellion have this. The Rebellion are trying to get it out. It does leak around. Brooks will go back to try to get it. Brooks sends it up towards Williams. Williams brings it in. Williams has some room. Williams with a shot just wide of the net. Wide line trying to get it. The Rebellion shoot it down. Just wide of the net. Wide of the empty net. Knob comes in. That'll be icing. So we have 43 seconds left. Still an empty net. 6-on-5 advantage. Face off to the right of the goalie. Lugar, Baker, wide line. Eichfeld, Downey, and Knob. So Lugar will take this face off. A puck rolling wide of the net, so that'll be icing again. So we'll repeat that face off to the right of the goalie. So Lugar with the face off. Goes over towards the wall. Eichfeld tries to get in. The Rebellion dump it down. And that'll be icing again. So 32 seconds left in the third period. So Downey will take the face off this time. So Lugar and Wyline on the wings. Baker behind the face off. Knob and Eichfeld back in defensive positions. So Downey with the face off goes back to Eichfeld. Eichfeld with a shot. Saved. Good try there. Good try. So this time we'll have a face off to the opposite side of the goalie. 28 seconds left. So Downey with the face-off goes towards Lugar. Lugar with a shot wide of the net. Wyline comes in, tries to center it, gets picked off. Wyline centering pass gets deflected over to the far wall. Eichfeld trying to get to that puck. The Rebellion do dump it down and icing. So 14 seconds left. The longest minute of hockey ever. So now we're going to have Kaufman, Williams, Wenzel, Wilson, Downey, and Eichfeld on our 6-on-5 empty net advantage. Downey still fighting for this puck along with Williams. Williams and Downey fighting for this puck. There's going to be a penalty. So we have 5 seconds left. I'm not quite sure who the penalty is on. There were a whole bunch of bodies along the board over there. So it looks like the Rebellion are going to go to the box. So for 5 seconds, we're going to have a 6-on-4 advantage. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're still down 6-3, but we do have a 6-on-4 advantage. Downey with a shot. The Rebellion hit over towards the wall. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll be the end of the game. So unfortunately, the Mustangs came up short with a final score of 6-3, but a well-fought game for the Mustangs, an amazing season for the Mustangs. Very proud of all these kids. Very proud of the kids, very proud of the coaching staff, very proud of all the parents. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.